Good morning, everybody. Good morning. There's a lot of microphones here. I want to start by saying thank you very much for coming today. This is an amazing day for us that we have with so many supporters and helpers that we have been able to complete this project. I want to say that if you think that this job was this was probably the easiest job I've ever done, what? This is the easiest job ever. And if you believe that, then you believe that the solar system does not exist and the planet Earth is not round. Anyway, my name is Danny Merida. I'm the executive director of Sheldon Oak Central. This is Emily Wolf with me, you know. And we're happy to be here with what's happening here is you won't believe the amount of work that we have done with the help of the city and the state. And Emily will come in now, but I wanted to say thank you to our efficient staff. Where is it? We have a big staff. Emily Rivera, one. Matthew Straub. And where is Charlie? And Charlie's back there. We have a couple of board members here, Ed Carty and Reverend Ritter. And with that, what? Oh, he's here. Senator Dorothy. The president of the board. I'm sorry. And where is it? Right too? Okay. Thank you very much, Emily. Anybody else from the board? My wife Judith. And my son Alex. Where is it? Just because I'm going to forget, because now Emily's going to talk about everybody else. Okay.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. 5 years ago, we were invited to a meeting with DECD, CHFA, the City of Hartford, HUD, the Urban League, the Upper Albany NRZ, and CHATCO, another nonprofit that was the temporary owner of these 9 buildings, whose job it was to find a developer to restore the block. At the time, 4 of the buildings were boarded, 2 had been damaged in a fire, and there were only 26 families living in what had been 89 apartments. All of the agencies that I just mentioned were very committed to finding a solution, and as you can see from the program, they worked with us to find a solution. Today there are 74 families living in these buildings. They're 100% occupied. We have... She's not representing before. Yeah, I'm actually one of them. And we've never, ever been prouder of housing development than we are of this one. Our partners here on site are Shockett Management and Columbus House, and they have worked very hard with us to make all 74 residents feel at home. We have Community Resident Service Center at 4 Vine Street, which is on the corner, with activities all day and in the evening, including a computer course that was the result of a gift from Real Estate Solutions, where 12 elderly residents who live here took the class and were given their own computer to take home when they finished. We have bingo, we have a van that takes people shopping, we have these beautiful seating, so there's activity outside the buildings in summer evenings. And as soon as we clean up from this, we're going to move in, and the residents are going to do a community garden to grow vegetables. Right here. Working with Liberty Christian Temple, the church next door, Christian Activities Council, Horace Bushnell Congregate, and Judah House. So
we just need the water, because we have no water here, so I don't know. We need water from there and here.
While we're working on the water, we're going to come and borrow water. We're especially proud of how beautiful the buildings are, and we would like to acknowledge Krosky Architects, who did a fantastic historic preservation that included making sure the interiors are beautiful, open, airy, beautiful kitchens. They are as nice as any market rate apartments that are coming online in Hartford. And if you want to see for yourself, there are residents here who will be happy to show you. We'll do that afterwards. We give all the credit, we give a lot of credit to our housing consultant, Mary Beth McNerney, who was very tenacious about making sure that our vision was met. I'm almost finished. I clocked this at 4 minutes because I know the mayor has other groundbreakings to go to. But we want to acknowledge the governor and his commitment to affordable housing in the cities, and his recognition of how important it is for neighborhoods to be vibrant, and that affordable, attractive housing is good for everybody. It's good for education, it's good for people's health, and it's good to allow people to focus on more important things than which bills they're going to pay. And along with all the public institutions and agencies, we want to recognize that we had private investors who understood how important it is for neighborhoods to be vibrant. And those are Redstone, Capital Partners, the tax credit syndicator.
I think they're here, right?
They are here.
Where are you? Over there.
And their banner is on our car.
Where's the bank?
TD Bank and Eversource Energy.
I like the color of the bank.
I want to recognize a few more, LISC and the Hartford Collaborative, the very important institutions who make neighborhood development possible in Hartford, and the Beatrice Fox Auerbach Foundation and the Hartford Foundation, working with the Hartford Foundation, are helping us to provide amenities in the patio so people will sit and mingle and live outdoors on summer evenings. Finally, I want to thank the past, present, and future residents of these buildings. As I said, there were 26 families living here when we bought the buildings, and I want to thank them for their cooperation when we asked them if they would move, and their willingness to put their faith in this project and to be patient during the year that we were working on the project, and then to be so happy to come back. We're very happy to be part of Upper Albany, and it's a beautiful community, and we look forward to working with our neighbors and all of you to build on what's been done here already.
I don't want to forget one person that works now for the CSFA, Marco Smith.
All right.
He was one of our first guys. Now I like to say that, believe me, the building inspectors and Tom Deller's office, it was really, it was not easy. It was really incredible, but it was not anybody's fault. It was just a very difficult project. And I'd like to now introduce the mayor. The mayor is a man who gave me his cell phone. He made a big mistake. So that was many years ago. So I guess he never changed the number. I don't know. But thank you very much. And no one, we don't have to explain who the mayor is. But.
Thank you. Don't go too far.
Don't go away. Yeah.
Stay right here. Actually, why don't we start? You know, these projects always have some incredible people that somehow reach into their inner core to work with other folks. And I just want to make sure that I take this opportunity to thank Emily Wolf for her leadership, for her being involved in this project to help the other residents. Emily Wolf, this is a proclamation, formal proclamation by the Office of the Mayor, along with the Court of Common Council. Emily does have a BA in Political Science from Barnard College and an MSW. She's a fellow social worker from Southern Connecticut State University. As Deputy Director, Emily has served as the Administrative Director for Sheldon Oaks since 2001, with responsibility for administering funds from federal, state, local, and private sources for community development and other programs. She's also served as the project manager for many of the SOC's developments, including 440 Vine Street, 74 units here, North End Gateway, construction of 57 units, and Rice Heights, 44 single-family homes for low and moderate income families. She's also a great resource in fundraising, having raised money for Corraro Center for Careers, Latinos Contra SIDA, the Coalition to Strengthen Life in the Sheldon Oak neighborhood, just to name a few. I know that there's more proclamations that I do, but I wanted to really do this one because, Emily, we just want you to know how much we appreciate, and therefore we actually declare this day to be Emily Wolf Day. Thank you so much.
I just want to say this is the one thing she didn't know anything about.
I want to say some thank yous, and there's a lot of thank yous, and I'm sure that I'm going to forget some. But I want to start by saying this is an incredible day for this neighborhood. Last night we were with HUD presenting on the Promise Zone on the other side of the north end, northeast neighborhood. And one of the things that our community wants to keep alive, and one of the things that the community, we can't afford for the community to do, is to lose hope. Hope that things can get better. Hope that we can all be mature and responsible enough to work together to get projects such as this one done. But we know that it took many people working together to come to this day. I want to thank Daniel Merida, the man who is not afraid to call me at whatever time it is on my personal phone to get things done. I always try to come through for Danny in whatever way we can. But so far it's been a pleasure and a good experience working with you, not only in this project, but other projects as well. Yvonne Klein, our Commissioner of the Department of Housing, who has shown incredible resourcefulness, not only working with this project and other projects, but everything from working at CRDA to strengthen the urban central core, but also to make sure that we not forget our neighborhoods and also keep that balance. Robert Deslauriers, Interim Executive Vice President, Connecticut Housing Finance, who is the finance word is a very important word, so thank you so much. Thomas McColgan from TD Bank, Thomas Dorsey from Eversource, and Lee Blackwell from Cluin Construction. These projects do work better. These projects become more doable when we have the private sector, the public sector, the city, and all of the different partners working hand in hand with our community. And that's what this is about. It's about community. So I want to congratulate everyone today on this important day. I want to make sure that we continue to work to do the other things that we need to do to complement this development. Our work is not done. We need to continue to work to enhance our educational system, continue to work on making sure that our residents are safe in their neighborhoods. But we hope that during the next couple of months we can integrate the new residents with all of the community assets that are here, the public library, the YMCA. We have a lot of resources. We want to make sure that we tie in to working together with our residents. And I want to thank the members of the NRZ. I want to thank you. Too many of you here to all mention, but you know that this was not possible without your contribution. And finally, where are the residents? Do we have any residents here? Can you do me a favor? Can you come up here? Because this is your day, really. Come up here, please. Come up here. Hang on. Come on. Come on, please. Come up here. We want to make sure that we meet the neighbors, the people who are forming part of this community, because we want to make sure that they get recognition too, because they have been the inspiration, they have been a part of this journey, and they will be here for many years, and we want to make sure that we honor them. Hi, how are you? How are you doing? You want to go to see TV? Well, let's have a party first, then we go see TV. Or you want to go on TV? Cameras, make sure that you get a shot of her and that she is in the news tonight because she wants to be on TV. She's hoping to be discovered, right? Thank you so much. Buena suerte. I want to make sure that you understand that you have all of our support in continuing not just to create the brick and mortar and the space that you live in, which is, I hear, very, very nice and very done in a very tasteful way, but we're here to be one community of support so that we can continue to work together, because we have to make sure that, what is your name? Lindsay? That we want to make sure that Lindsay's dreams and aspirations are all fulfilled. And this can't happen if we all continue to work together. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Denise Bess is, I always tell her she's the best, and and now she's coming up. The chair of the NRC.
Is it still morning? Good morning, good afternoon, good day to everybody. In 2010, I was working for the Christian Activities Council, and it was my duty to hold a community visioning meeting for the residents of this neighborhood and the other neighborhoods that are adjacent to us. And at that meeting, I asked, what do you want to see? What is your wish list for this community? And today, we can tick off one of those items on that list, and that was decent, beautiful, affordable housing. And I just want to thank Sheldon Oak Central for the fantastic job that they did here on Vine Street. Please, another hand for them. Thank you. And they did it right. They started out by asking us to help them to convene meetings with the residents. They wanted to have a chance to get input from the people who lived in this community, and that is so important. We really don't want anything to take place without your input, without the input of the people who are invested in this community, who live and work in this community, the community leaders, the community organizations. We have to take part in what's going on in this community. You told me that you wanted to improve the quality of life, and we heard you. The Upper Albany NRZ, Christian Activities Council, Upper Albany Main Street, Upper Albany Neighborhood Collaborative, the City of Hartford, and state officials, and the Hartford Police Department. We've worked tirelessly together over these last 4 to 5 years to do just what you asked us to do, improve the quality of life in Upper Albany. You won't know this because you didn't see it in your details at 11, but working with our community service officers, first Tony Rinaldi and now Deputy Chief Robert Ford, and our community service officers, Michael Cucci and Omar Jones, crime in this community has consistently gone down over the past 5 to 7 years, consistently gone down. And guess what? This is the only community in the city of Hartford that crime has consistently gone down. That's the partnership that we have with the Hartford Police Department, and that's an important one. There's been a lot of money invested, thank you, a lot of money invested in this community. The DOT, Department of Transportation, has awarded $28 million for a safety improvement project and streetscape project for Route 44, Albany Avenue. That's to start taking place in 2016, 2017. That's a lot of money. And I know, as Mayor said, there have been a lot of plans and a lot of promises, and we've waited a long time. But the time is now. $28 million are coming. Upper Albany Main Street got a grant from DECD for a $5 million commercial facade program. That's beginning right now. We're assessing there. I don't work there anymore. They're assessing all of the businesses on the avenue, just about 100% cooperation from the property owners. That's beginning to take place right now. The old Northwest Jones School is rapidly becoming the new John E. Rogers African American Cultural Center. I'm very proud to be the chair of the Upper Albany NRZ. There are so many great things happening in this neighborhood. We have always considered ourselves the neighborhood of choice. Now we're proving to be the neighborhood of choice. And thanks to everybody for your partnership and your collaboration, because it cannot be done by one person or one group or one facet alone. It's a collaboration of city, state, local government, as well as community leaders and the local organizations. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Denise. I don't want to forget to say, Go ahead. You're taking it away from me. I want to recognize our property manager, Richard Henkin. He has done an incredible work, not only here, but in our properties. We really sincerely appreciate your work. Okay. And the Commissioner of the Department of Housing, Yvonne Plank. I want to say it right.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. It's truly a great day in the city of Hartford today. And I think as I look around at all the happy faces here in the audience, we're all very proud today. And why are we proud? Just a few reasons. Because these 74 units will have a positive and direct impact on all the individuals and families who will be living here. Because 440 Vine is transforming a neighborhood. We often hear it takes a village, but when it comes to building housing, it not only takes the state, the federal government, the city government, but also many financial stakeholders and partners. But in this case, it took a very special partner in Sheldon Oak Central. This was a heavy lift. Or as you like to say, a light lift, right? You took on the challenge to preserve this much needed housing. And lastly, this site is a perfect example of preserving an existing and historic housing site in order to maintain our commitment to preserving, rehabilitating, and creating affordable housing across the state. We are here today. I know somebody said it, I think it was Emily, and thank you for recognizing the governor, but we are here today because of Governor Malloy and his commitment to preserving, rehabilitating, and creating more affordable housing in Connecticut. The Department of Housing was able to invest $6 million simply because the governor is committed and made sure he made available hundreds of millions of dollars in affordable housing in his budget. And thank you to the legislators who supported the funding for affordable housing. And the opportunity to fund projects like this is the reason why the Department of Housing was created. So a big thank you to Governor Malloy. You know, I was fortunate to inherit a great staff at the Department of Housing, those folks who trickled down from the Department of Economic and Community Development. Karen Santana, who's the project manager, I'm going to embarrass you, on this project, is here today. So thank you. She's an important member of our staff over at 505 Hudson. So again, thank you, and congratulations to everyone who played a role in this important project. But to the residents, congratulations on your new home, and I wish you much happiness. Thank you very much.
From the Connecticut Housing Finance Authority, CHFA, Norbert Desla.
Laurier.
That's it.
Laurier.
I couldn't say it any better.
Good morning. Not bad. Well, I want to thank you, and I want to thank Sheldon Oak and the development team for inviting the CHFA to be part of this celebration for 440 Vine Street. CHFA has had a long relationship with the property, providing financing and shepherding through some difficult times. And I want to recognize some of the CHFA employees. I know you guys saw Marcus. Chuck is here, and Fred, who is the lead asset manager for us with CHFA, and those guys did the heavy lifting to help out this development. With the support of the CHFA Board of Directors and the efforts of Chadco in stabilizing the property before Sheldon Oak, and a firm belief in the need for affordable housing, this property has been revitalized and returned it to its intended use. It's wonderful to be here to see how far it has come and to see these historic buildings fully occupied. I do want to thank, as we've heard this before, the Department of Housing and Commissioner Klein's leadership, the City of Hartford with the Mayor, HUD, of course, and this will be the third time we hear this, Governor Malloy, for his continued commitment to building more affordable housing in the state of Connecticut. I also want to give special recognition to Tom Dorsey and Eversource. Tom, if you could raise your hand. Previously from Connecticut Light and Power. And the reason I recognize him is because his company with his backing, purchased $500,000 in state housing tax credits to help finance this development. And that's really important to build equity to finalize the building of the property. His contributions were used to enhance the walkways, the outdoor recreation spaces, and landscaping. And what that is for those who don't know, Housing Tax Credit Contribution, or the HTCC program, offers state tax credits in return for contributions to developers of affordable housing. Eversource is the largest supporter of this program in the state, and we thank them for all their support with the work the CHFA does throughout the state of Connecticut. So in concluding, I want to offer best wishes to the new residents, as well as a few returning residents from Horst Bushnell who are back in the newly renovated apartments. As the mayor said, this is a busy and vital community, and we want to urge you to add your energy and contribute to the neighborhood that has so much to offer. Thank you very much.
Our fantastic partners, Redstone. I wish his name was Ryan Martinez. You know, I don't have any problem with Martinez or Rodriguez, you know, but Ryan Esfredo.
You say it better than I do.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Good morning. As Danny said, and again, better than I can say, my name is Ryan Strado. I'm a partner with Redstone Equity Partners. We're an investment firm focused exclusively on affordable housing. Through an investment fund in which locally based Aetna is an investor of ours, we provided the equity capital that helped make Danny and Emily's vision a reality. We usually like to play the role of silent partner, but Danny and Emily insisted that we say something. But this is really not about Redstone. This is about the city of Hartford. This is about Danny and Emily and their vision and their staff's vision and stick-to-itiveness that made this deal happen. And this is about the 74 families that live in these beautifully renovated apartments today. And boy, did it take vision. 2 years ago, when I first had the opportunity to tour what was once known as Horace Bushnell Apartments, it was a much different scene here. A beautiful day like today, but a much different vibe on Vine. After a Herculean effort to cobble together all of the private and public financing sources, the project closed on its financing about a year ago, and then the real fun and work began. Construction needed to be complete by the end of 2014. Lease-up needed to be complete by then as well in order to qualify for the all-important tax credits provided by CHFA, or the Connecticut Housing Finance Authority. And now look, no more blighted buildings. After nearly $25 million of public and private investment dollars invested here, today we have a thriving 74-unit, mixed-income, multi-generational housing community that has state-of-the-art amenities, community space, and just a wonderful vision, an idea, and symbol of what a public-private partnership is all about. So Danny and Emily, to you, to your staff, congratulations. This is really a great day for Sheldon Oaks Central, for the residents of what is now known as 440 Vine, and for the city of Hartford. Thank you for letting us play a small part.
Thank you. Our bank. Without the bank, we couldn't have go forward either. So, Mr. Tom McCullum. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, and welcome to this joyous event. Usually I end up being last on the agenda, so I want to thank Emily for not having me be last on the agenda, but I still haven't changed my 30-second module, so I will not take very long. I really want to thank the development team, the state of Connecticut, the city of Hartford. This was a difficult project to work on, but it's a project that came together, and I don't think it could have come together without the stick-to-itiveness of Sheldon Oaks Central. They were the glue that held all of us together. This was not a smooth and straight road to get to where we are today. It was windy at times, it was bumpy at times, but the fact is, at the end of the day, we're here all celebrating the and enjoying the fruits of everyone's combined efforts. And I think that Sheldon gets a round of applause for that. TD is truly glad to be a partner in this effort, and it has worked so well on 4 through 40 Vine that in less than 48 hours we will be closing on Stonington Acres, which is another development with Sheldon. And on that particular deal, I'm proud to say that not only will TD be doing the debt financing, but TD will be doing the equity financing, providing one-stop shopping. And we couldn't be prouder today to be part of this team, and we look forward to a number of efforts in the future. Thank you all.
Next is Tom Dursey. I want to say also that I don't know how I got your cell phone, but he was an investor. But we have so many problems with electrical problems here, and I didn't know who to call. So I'm sorry that I call you so often and bother you. But because you're an investor, you were not the person putting the lights on. But thank you.
You're welcome, Danny. Thank you and Emily for the work that you've done. I've worked with you on some other projects. Look forward to making other investments on other projects with your team, because you produce a first-class result. And the most important thing is that families are now living in these beautiful apartments, and they're affordable apartments. Eversource Energy believes in affordable housing. We think it is the keystone to any strong community, and we look forward to continuing to make investments in Hartford and throughout the state of Connecticut. Thank you.
Department of Housing. I can't say this name anymore. I know the other name. Suzanne. We go back a long time, and I really, this lady has been so helpful to us from the beginning of Sheldon Oak Central. Thank you.
Thank you, Danny. Just last night, as Mayor mentioned, we had a Promise Zone Town Hall. What an exciting night, and it's events like this we can look forward to as we improve the North End collaboratively and as a group. Again, as Danny said, I'm Suzanne Piacentini. Before I got married, I had a simpler name, so sorry to my husband, but thank you to all of you, the community, Mayor Segarra, our partners at CHAF and DOH. Couldn't do anything without all of us together as a team, and to all of the development team as a whole. This deal I know was complicated, because like a cat has 9 lives, Sheldon Oak is the 3rd owner probably, or maybe longer, but in my life I've had 2 other relationships with this building. It used to be a former HUD subsidized property. We sold it, gave him a grant. Things didn't work out as planned. And long story short, we're here today, thank God. But it's truly a pleasure for HUD to take apart again, ensuring affordability for very low income persons for 30% of these units. With 23 project-based Section 8 vouchers administered through the City of Hartford's federal Section 8 program, will ensure the affordability for those families for at least 15 years and renewable after that. The initial investment is about $2.4 million to ensure that affordability. We are so proud to be associated. Danny, thank you. And I really like to say congratulations to the residents. I toured with Emily and the New York City Housing Department these units last week, and they were impressed as well. They are just marvelous units. So congratulations to the residents now and for those to come.
Thank you. And from the Clue Construction Company, Lee Blackwell, he's the project executive. And I just want to say that we work very hard together.
Thank you. So I guess that makes me last, proverbial last. I want to thank you very much for having us be a part of the team. Very fortunate to be here today to help celebrate. As the mayor said, when you have an opportunity and you take a look at hope, hope is a vital important to our coexistence. When you have a vision and you can marry that vision with the hope, you can create a strategy. And with the strategy, with the team that you assembled, thank you, you get a result. That's a result. I want to leave you as the last speaker just to talk a little bit about the community involvement. We were fortunate to engage over 85% participation from local MBE, WBE participants. So this is really a community effort for a community that is well served under your leadership. I thank you for being able to participate.
Okay, I think that's, we're going to have where is Emily?
We're going to have a ribbon cutting.
Ribbon cutting. And I think we're gonna go across the street then. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go across the street.
Him in the shop. Cute. Him got in the shop.